Hello, my fellow farmers, Alimi Anzanga, and everybody in the farming stakeholders community. Now, I'm just trying to sample some of the sweet potato in this field. I've got two varieties. So this one is one of the early maturing varieties. It is orange fleshed, very delicious. It is called Nozizwe. And the other one that I'll be harvesting is the Okinawan purple, the Japanese Okinawan purple, which is a medium maturity. So I've just picked a random spot, and then I want to dig out the tubers. So I'm just going to be using this little weapon of choice here. So the vine I'll be digging out is this one. So I've isolated it. You can see there's one here, there's another and another, and so forth and so forth. This is the spacing. Remember, when planting, we told you you must space at 20 to 25 centimeters. So this is it. Now this is how they come out. Okay, so let's try our luck, and let's just dig through. So you have to be gentle in digging. I'm seeing some signs there. Okay, this is encouraging. So I'm using one hand. All right, so it wasn't easy for me to dig with one hand, but I just had to show you. So this is what I managed to get, and this is just a sample. So just based on how I'm able to grip it in my palm should give you the idea, okay, the size of these tubers. And these tubers, they have about, I think they'll be ready for harvest May. We're talking about maybe first week of May. So look at that. By first week of May, they'll be fully ready, enlarged. There's even moisture in the ridge, so you can see that it's able to assist them push. It's very, 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 very good. This is just one vine. Here's the mother vine. So you can see where it was joining all these tubers from. Remember, we've talked about fibrous roots and how they differentiate into tubers. So let me go and quickly dig up the purple one, the Okinawan Japanese purple one that I was talking about, so that we can see at the stage at which it is growing. Oh, I forgot one thing. So this is orange flesh, like I told you. So I don't know if you can see it clearly, but so sweet. Yeah, so it's orange. I picked that up. I think there's too much lighting in the background, but yeah, it's as orange as can be. Yeah. Okay, look at that. It's as orange as can be, and it's very, very delicious. I love the taste. Just the raw one. Yeah, and I forgot to mention one other thing. So you can see, there is no disease or pest sign on the sweet potato. These damages you're seeing, this was this thing, because I was digging with one hand, so I couldn't hold my phone and dig properly at the same time. So I made a bit of damages to the skin. And it's also very important that when you're harvesting, you avoid making these damages, because these damages are the ones that make it difficult for you to store your sweet potato. Because diseases, infections, fungi, they will attack from this point, because this is like a wound. Chibange chironda. So if it's left in moist cupboards or sacks, kwamba nombo kubola, then you find that your tubers, even in transit, dira mnetwala ku market madabati yambina yafika kona ya kwata kwa menshi, ya ola. Okay, so make sure this is how you harvest, the way I've harvested. Flawless, clean skin. Isu mafie kandolo muntu airoresha kumona fat, wow, this is fresh and tasty. Not kandolo ne filonda paputa kwe fidoyo. It's very discouraging, and it really just doesn't even promote your your marketing approach, because people don't want to buy a product or a candolo that looks like it's got scabies. Even if it's on a shelf, people will just say, this one doesn't look healthy. Probably it's worse on the inside. So yeah, that's just that. Next, let me go and harvest the purple one. We see the stage of growth it has reached. Okay, continuation part 2. Now, this is our purple fleshed sweet potato. And as you can see, the leaves are showing us now that it has started to concentrate the bulking of the tubers underneath. When the bottom leaves start to turn yellow, it means candolo is reaching maturity. Okay? Doesn't mean it's matured yet, it just means it has started the process of bulking and just ripening and concentrating all those sugars into what it's going to be called a tuber, which is what we buy and eat. Okay, so I've isolated this vine. Again, you've seen the planting technique. So there we have, there's one. Again, another spacing. So this typically tells us that when we plant at 25 centimeters apart, we give the candolo underneath. You can see how it's cracked. We give the sweet potato underneath chance to grow properly and not compete with the other for nutrients and water. So this one is growing on its own, growing on its own, this one growing on its own. In short, there is enough surface area for everybody to develop into what they're supposed to be, which is big and healthy, well-rounded tubers or elongated tubers. So this cracking, I've spoken to you about this countless times. You know what we've done, you know what you need to do when this cracking happens to prevent the weevils from damaging. Now, let me just start, before I cut off, let me just start the process a bit to try and harvest, see what we can just pick up. Okay, so I forgot to mention, by the way, this variety, the purple fleshed, it is what we call a deep rooting variety. So this one needs large ridges. You've seen like these ridges I've made, that we planted in. This one needs large ridges. Why? Because it is a deep rooting variety. This means that candolo, it punch, it really goes deep in the earth to give its candolo. So yeah, there's I don't know if you can see this. This is, look at that. That's one of the tubers. Now this quality is a good quality. You know why it's a good quality? Because it makes this variety resistant to weevils. So when you hear that, oh, that candolo is resistant to weevils, know that it's a deep rooting variety. By going deep, it makes it extremely difficult for the weevils to easily access its tubers. Because the weevils want to lay, oh sorry, I've made a wound in it when digging. Anyway, it's because I'm holding the camera at the same time. I think I might manage. Let me see what I can get from this one. Okay. Yeah, okay. So there's a big tuber there that I want you to just, yeah. All right. Okay. So this is the mother vine, and this one has produced 3 tubers. Now this is a very positive and very exciting discovery, because this one is a medium maturity variety. And looking at the fact that it is supposed to be harvested, we're looking at sometime June. This is our June income, mid-June to end of June, somewhere there. And at this point, this is April. At this point, look at how the tubers are coming out. Look at the size. This is the purple flesh that I was talking about. When harvesting, when I made a small wound. Yeah, but this is the purple flesh I was telling you about. Look at the girth, the girth of the mother vine. Are you able to see how thick it is? This is really good, because when you're spraying that booster that we produce and encourage you to use, which is made by us at our facility, which is an organic foliar spray, the bigger the girth, the more nutrients your plant absorbs from the booster, taking down to your tubers. Okay, so this is a sign that your crop is making sure that there's even growth, as above so as below. Now let me show you the beautiful color of this one. I know that you are eager to see the color of this sweet potato. Let me just take a bite. There you have it. You see this? This is what we call the Okinawan purple. It's not yet fully mature. That's why the purple is not yet deep. But as it grows, the purple color intensifies. This is still a baby. Let me just take a picture.